used to tell me that when I'm outside of Jewish spaces, I should be on my best behavior. That when I'm out in public, if I like it or not, I represent not just myself, but my entire Jewish community. If a non-Jew saw me and my friends acting inappropriate, they may think poorly of all Jews. Imagine being a young child and feeling responsible for someone else's anti-Semitism. That's a big burden to hold. And that's one that I know our Somali children now hold too. It's unfair, but it persists. Nearly all marginalized minorities know this, especially new Americans. We must stop painting people with broad brushes. Eight years ago, in response to a community need, I founded a nonprofit here in St. Cloud to help address food insecurity in our schools. The very first board member was a Somali American man. Since then, we've had countless volunteers and partners from the Somali community who have made this project truly possible. We have fed thousands of kids struggling with food insecurity, kids of all backgrounds. Last year, when the Feeding Our Future scandal broke, people became weary of our nonprofit too. Even though we're a completely different type of organization and have never received any government funding. Our 990 tax forms, they're public information, prepared by an outside agency. We're transparent. We are volunteer run and no one person profits from feeding area children together. Still, one of our board members approached me and suggested he step down from the board. As a Somali man, he was afraid that people would lose trust in our organization because their own prejudices of Somali Americans. I refused his resignation and asked him to stay and show our community that those fraudsters are not representative of Somali Americans. We are better together. We have some more work to do. To create a society in which people are free to work hard, succeed, pay taxes, care for others, and live without the burden of bigotry and hate. Our Somali neighbors deserve this just as we do. Thank you.